what is Russian manicure? Honestly, I was going to name this webinar dry manicure or electric file manicure first, but then we had a meeting with the staff and almost everyone insisted to call it Russian manicure because that's exactly how usually we receive the questions from you guys, like, how do I do Russian manicure? Do you guys teach how to do Russian manicure, and so on? And since I'm Russian, I obviously know about it. And of course, we do not call it Russian manicure here. We just call it electric file manicure. So there are 3 different types of it. And all types are different variations of dry manicure. So when you hear the word Russian manicure, it's definitely going to be a dry manicure. Like, it's not the wet manicure when we use cuticle softeners, bath, and so on. So they all require using electric nail file. Now, what are these 3 different types? First one is the one that we call dry or electric file manicure, or e-manicure. It includes nail prep, sidewalls prep, trimming the cuticle and the eponychium only by using electric nail file. Okay, so it's e-file only. And then we have another 2 types that are electric file manicure plus cutting tool or cutting implement that can be nippers or scissors. We push back the cuticles, the eponychium, the sidewalls with the e-file, and then we take scissors or nippers and trim the excess skin. And this is the 3rd type. And I just noticed that when people refer to Russian manicure, they refer to any of this type. So the previous one, we call it electric file manicure, and this one we call it combo manicure because it's like a combination of 2 techniques, electric file plus using a cutting implement. Which one is better? Which one should I pick? And which one is easier to learn? Well, I just created this table for you so you can compare them. So e-file only is an advanced technique, but it's really hard to use with clients who have hyperhidrosis. In case you don't know what it is, a hyperhidrosis is a state of over excessive sweat of hands and nails, or just hands. It's those clients who have oily type of nail plate, who have you take their hand and it feels like it's wet or something. Can we do e-file only manicure with this client? Yes, but it's going to be so hard that, I mean, I would definitely prefer just using scissors instead. Also, unfortunately, e-file only will not work for damaged or bleeding cuticles, and sometimes we have clients like that too. Because if the cuticle is already damaged, it's irritated or bleeding, it doesn't matter how advanced you are, how good you know the technique, how well you can feel the electric nail file. Once you start pressing on this cut, it's going to hurt even more. That's why for this kind of clients, it's better to use the 2nd type, which is e-file plus scissors or nippers. This one is a little bit easier for beginners because you will trim the tissue with the implement, and I believe it's a bit easier. It's still advanced, you still need to learn it, but compared to e-file only, I think it's a little bit easier. That's, by the way, the one I'm going to show you today. The advantage of this one is it can be used for any skin and nail type, but it requires a good quality and sharp tools. Because even if you're great at working with e-file, even if you did an awesome job with the prep, and you're also good at working with nippers, but the nippers that you own are dull, oh my God, this is going to be a disaster. Seriously, unfortunately. That's why it's super important to have a really good tools to do it properly. Well, it's the same actually for the e-file. You need to have a good quality bits, but cutting tool is even more important.